Yo, what's up world? This is Alex Rome, and today I'm going to show you this little melody I made. We're going to be working in Ableton today. I know I never worked in Ableton, but I was just messing around when I made this melody here. I remade my favorite Medasin melody, my favorite melody that's in a Medasin track. He used it in his EP, and he also used it in a remix of a Post Malone song, I Fall Apart. It's one of my favorite all-time melodies right now. I can't stop listening to it. I can't stop listening to the songs that it's in. So I felt the best thing to do was to remake it and show it to you guys, and show you guys how I made the sound that I used here, and another thing that I threw in here, like a little texture with some crickets going. So ready? Let's play this, and then we'll get right to it. And by the way, when I asked everybody what DAWs they all used the other day, and a lot of you said Ableton, so that's cool that we can link up and do some Ableton videos on this channel as well, even though I suck at Ableton, so you won't see a lot of Ableton for a long time, because I still got to get good at this DAW. Dude, that is so insane. Oh, I wish I thought of that melody. But basically, this melody has 4 parts. As you can see here, this is a different melody than this, and then this. This is a different bass line than this, and then this. So watch this. If I solo the bass line, and we actually check this out down here. That's like stage 1, and then stage 2. Just like that. Go get those notes. And then just like this is stage 3. It's like a composition in its own way. It's so crazy. And that sound, by the way, is incredible. So I'm going to show you guys how I made this sound for the bass line. This would be the bass line, and then we go up and do a harmonization chord here, or harmonization note. Just like that, and then obviously the melody sounds like this. Very beautiful. That's my least favorite sound of all these. The bass line is my favorite sound of all these sounds though. So let's go to this bass line, and I'm going to show you how I made this, and then I'm going to show you how I made that melody sound, which is very similar to this. Alright, how do we open up Serum? You're going to see, like, I'm so ridiculously slow at Ableton. By the way, guys, we got the EDM masterclass that we used Logic in, and it shows you from start to finish how to make a future bass track, production through mixing, through mastering. If you're interested in that, go hit up courses.alectrumsound.com, or check out my new pack, Sounds of the Future for XFER Serum. Comes with 115 XFER Serum presets and 15 good old vocal chops. So right here is my bass preset. This bass preset, you can literally do whatever you want with this. Like, I can't wait to take this bass preset and do my own thing with it instead of just remaking a melody. But basically, how this preset would be made is it starts off with 2 gritty sine waves. That's just what I call them, because you can see that little grittiness up here. I didn't add any unison to either of them, and they are 2 different octaves, as you can see. So one octave would sound like this. That's a cool little bass line, but I wanted more tone, so I added that second layer. And then next, I made it kind of like that half processed pluck, where I didn't use a second envelope on cutoff 1. I only used this amp envelope here to kind of shape that pluck. just like that. And to give it that nice warm distortion, I gave it some tube amplification. You click pre here, and then you dance around this little EQ knob here to kind of create the sound. So without it, it sounds like this. Isn't that weak? That's so weak. So to kind of turn up the volume here, just like that, you got like one of the coolest little bass sounds I ever made. But I'm actually missing something. I was going through the audio effects here in Ableton, and I found Redux, which I'm guessing is Ableton's bit crusher or downsampler. And so without this, sounds like this. And then with it, sounds like this. I like that. It adds just a little bit of what do you call it, downsampling. And then of course we come here. Excuse me, man. And we open this up. Oops. We gotta unsolo that shit. This is the same thing as far as the bit crusher goes, and it's a similar sound. I actually kept this saw wave in here instead of the second gritty wave, but I actually want that gritty wave back because I didn't want this to sound like a saw. That's decent. It's kind of all over the place though. It's like going from ear to ear, but that's easy. That's an easy fix. Anyway, this one, as you can see, is a tighter pluck. And with the downsampling, without it, it sounds like this. This is distorted, but I actually don't like the distortion because it's causing like odd phase sounds, and it's making every note inconsistent from the last note, which distortion does that. Unison is up on this sound because I wanted it to be loose. If the unison was down, it would still sound pretty decent, but that's got a strong mono right there. So like if I would, you know, if I really wanted to use this, I would have to make sure my bass wasn't so strong, because that is a strong mono if I bring these both down to 1. And I better have nothing going on either if I keep those at 1. Whereas if I move the unisons up, then it becomes a little less dense in the mono. Just like that, but I would have to still direction mix that and get rid of that phasing and probably compress it. Well, I mean, yeah, this will have a lot to do before I, you know, committed to using that sound. But anyway, I added Ableton's reverb, Cathedral. So like if we go to reverb down here, there's like a little hall thing, and it gives you the Cathedral reverb. And I added from Splice this. It's nighttime, baby. So if you like listen to Medasin's Post Malone I Fall Apart remix, you will hear some crickets going and some nighttime ambience and shit like that. And so I added that, and then we got that. Oops. A huge takeaway from this, and I promise you, if you're still listening up to this point, go ahead and comment. Let me know you're listening up to this point, because this is going to be the most important thing I'm going to say in the entire video. As with every video, has a section just like this. I say something like the most important thing you're going to take from this. If you remake a melody from a really talented producer like Medasin or any producer across the board that you think is professional, really nice, it's going to teach you a lot. So in making this melody, it taught me, you know, what this 4-stage melody looks like. So all of these notes are here, but none of these stages are the same. This is different from this one, and from this one. This bass line is different from this one, and this one. And so typically what I would do is I might take a simple bass line and loop it like that. But now I might reconsider that, because if you have 4 stages of a melody with 4 different, you know, bass line phases, then you're gonna hit a lot more emotions. And I like making songs that are very, you know, emotionally driven. So if I could try to kind of elongate the melodical process instead of keeping it short and sweet, maybe I can make something really, really dope that way and put more concentration on the melody. This melody probably took him a while to come up with, or a while to fine tune. But then again, I have no idea. So there you go, guys. If you enjoyed this video or took any value from it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Comment your thoughts in the comment section, good or bad. Subscribe here if you're new, and turn on the little bell for the notifications, so you can be notified every time I do an extremely helpful video for you. Also, go check out my website, elektronsound.com, where we got sample packs, courses, and my lessons. Peace out, guys.